Welcome to Daily Action Picks. I'm Munaf Manji and I have two best bet NBA player props for the action on Tuesday night in the NBA playoffs. For my first pick, I'm going to fade a player, and that's going to be James Harden over 4.5 turnovers in Game 5 against the Miami Heat. Game 5 is set to tip off here tonight on Tuesday night between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat in a pivotal game to take a commanding 3-2 series lead. The player that I'm fading, like I mentioned, is going to be James Harden in this game. And despite having a great Game 4 for the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge fourth quarter to seal them that victory, James Harden has really been turning the ball over at an alarming rate. He's gone over this projection of 4.5 turnovers in 3 out of 4 games so far in these playoffs against the Miami Heat, and we know how well the Miami Heat defense defends the point guard position. They did it all season long, and they also gave Trae Young a hard time in round 1, and I expect that the perimeter defense to really step it up on their home floor and really make life miserable for James Harden and create those turnovers like they have been all series long, where I mentioned he has gone over this projection in 3 out of 4 games. So I think that's going to continue here for James Harden. I think he's going to regress a little bit from what he did in Game 4. I expect this Miami Heat defense to really turn it up in Game 5 on their home floor. So take James Harden over 4.5 turnovers in Game 5 here tonight. For my second player prop, I'm going to go with the second game of the night between the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. Now I'm taking Chris Paul's points, rebounds, and assists over 29.5. The Phoenix Suns also look to take a commanding 3-2 series lead on their home floor against the Dallas Mavericks. And one player that I mentioned that I'm looking to step up and have a big night is going to be CP3, the point guard, the future Hall of Famer of the Phoenix Suns. He didn't have a great Game 3 or 4 against Dallas, and he fouled out in Game 4 with about 8.5 minutes left in that fourth quarter and wasn't out there in clutch time to help Phoenix Suns try to secure a victory. But I'm expecting a big bounce back game here for Chris Paul. He only played 23 minutes in that Game 4. He only scored 5 points to the Phoenix Suns in Game 4. But being back on their home floor, I think this is where a spot where CP3 can have a big game and will have a big game. In fact, thus far in the postseason in their home games, CP3 is averaging 23.2 points, 9.2 assists, and 5 rebounds per game at home against opponents so far in this postseason. And in fact, in 5 of those games, he's gone over this projection of 29.5 for the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs thus far. I expect Phoenix to come out blazing, led by their guys, by CP3 and Devin Booker. And I expect Chris Paul to be very aggressive in that first quarter, really get his teammates involved, but also look for his mid-range jump shot as he's known to do in this playoffs and all throughout his career. So expect Chris Paul to have a big game tonight. I think this is a very conservative number of 29.5 for CP3, especially on their home floor. So best bet number 2, Chris Paul, points, rebounds, and assists over 29.5. If you're going to bet any of my picks, please make sure to like this video. And if you don't like my picks, tell me in the comments what you're betting on today. Tune in every day for more free daily action picks on the Action Network's YouTube channel.